Picture this shocking scene from a Tokyo morning park. A 92-year-old Japanese grandmother bends down and touches her toes with ease. No groaning, no holding on to something for support, just smooth, fluid movement that would make someone half her age jealous. Meanwhile, in Western countries, people in their 60s struggle to put on their socks without sitting down. So, what's happening here? Scientists at Tohoku University just discovered something remarkable about Japanese elders. They found that 78% of Japanese people over 80 can still sit on the floor and stand up without using their hands. Compare that to just 9% of Americans the same age. The researchers dug deeper and found these elders weren't taking supplements. They weren't doing yoga classes. They weren't even exercising in the traditional sense. Instead, they were doing 5 specific movements every night before bed that triggered something called nocturnal synovial regeneration. Basically, their joints were literally rebuilding themselves while they slept. The numbers are almost unbelievable. These simple bedtime movements increased joint fluid production by 43%, reduced morning stiffness by 71%, and improved flexibility scores by 89%. But here's what really got the scientific community's attention. When they measured inflammatory markers in these elders' blood, they found something that goes against everything we thought we knew about aging. Their inflammation levels were comparable to people in their 40s, not their 60s, their 40s. All from movements that take just 12 minutes before bed. No equipment, no gym, no complicated routines. The most powerful movement, which we'll save for number 1, is so counterintuitive that Western doctors initially laughed when they heard about it. Then they saw the MRI scans showing actual cartilage regeneration in joints that should have been deteriorating. This one position, held for just 3 minutes, triggers your body to produce the same joint-protecting compounds that expensive injections try to replicate artificially. Before we begin, tell us in the comments your age and where you're watching from. We're reading and replying to every single comment, so drop yours below. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Number 5. The seated forward fold, Japanese Zen stretch. Let's start with the movement that seems the simplest, but creates the foundation for everything else. The seated forward fold is what Japanese elders call their nightly reset button. You sit on the floor with your legs straight out in front of you. That's already more than most Western adults do in a typical day. Your spine starts tall, like someone's pulling a string from the top of your head. Then you slowly walk your hands forward along your legs, not forcing anything, not bouncing, just breathing and letting gravity do the work. This position does something fascinating to your hamstrings and lower back. When you hold it for 2 to 3 minutes, it triggers what researchers call a myofascial release response. The tight connective tissue around your muscles starts to loosen and reorganize itself. In older adults, doing this single stretch nightly has been linked with big improvements in forward reach and a major reduction in lower back discomfort. Think about that, half their back pain gone from one simple stretch. The key is doing it right before sleep. Your body temperature is naturally dropping at bedtime, which makes your muscles more pliable, like warm taffy instead of cold. How to do it? Sit on the floor, legs straight. Sit on a folded blanket if the floor is too hard. Slowly walk your hands forward along your legs. Take slow belly breaths. With each exhale, let yourself sink a tiny bit deeper. Aim for about 3 minutes, roughly 100 slow breaths. If you can only reach your knees at first, that's fine. In a couple of weeks, you may reach your shins. In a month, your ankles. Your nervous system has to trust the position. Forcing it never works. Number 4. The lying spinal twist, gentle ninja pose. This movement looks so relaxed, you might wonder how it could possibly help with flexibility and pain. You're literally lying on your back doing what looks like nothing. But inside your body, something important is happening. You start flat on your back with both knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Then you let both knees fall to one side while keeping your shoulders pressed to the ground. Your arms spread out like a letter T. Hold for about 90 seconds, then switch sides. Researchers have shown that this creates a gentle intervertebral decompression. During the day, gravity compresses the discs between your vertebrae. By bedtime, you're actually a bit shorter than when you woke up. This twist creates space between the vertebrae so the cushioning fluid can redistribute. People who do this twist nightly often report feeling taller and more open in the morning, turning their head to check blind spots while driving more easily, reaching into the back seat of a car without pain. The breathing pattern is crucial. While you're twisted to one side, breathe into the stretched side of your ribcage. Feel that side of your chest expand like a balloon. This stretches the small intercostal muscles between your ribs that get tight from shallow breathing and poor posture. Tips: place a small pillow between your knees for comfort and to keep your pelvis aligned. Hold each side for at least 90 seconds. Real relaxation kicks in after about a minute. Move slowly in and out of the twist, no jerking or bouncing. Number 3. The cat-cow undulation, gentle spine flow. For this one, get on your hands and knees like you're about to crawl. Most adults haven't been on all fours since they were children, but this position is incredibly therapeutic. From here, as you inhale, let your belly drop toward the floor and lift your chest and tailbone. This is the cow position. As you exhale, round your spine toward the ceiling like an angry cat, pulling your belly button toward your spine. Flow back and forth like ocean waves. No stopping, no rigid holding, just continuous, smooth movement for about 2 minutes. This undulating movement mobilizes each vertebra instead of moving your spine as one stiff piece. Helps circulate cerebrospinal fluid, which bathes your brain and spinal cord. Reduces morning stiffness and can improve balance and sleep over time. Important details. Start the movement from your tailbone and let it ripple through your spine up to your neck, then reverse. If your wrists are tender, you can do this on your forearms or place a folded towel under your hands. Aim for about 30 gentle cycles matched to your breathing. Think of yourself as a piece of seaweed moving in the water. That image helps make the movement smooth and relaxing. Number 2, ankle and hip circles. Sit on your bed with one leg extended. Start making slow circles with your ankle. 10 circles clockwise, 10 circles counterclockwise. Then switch legs. It sounds too simple, but your ankles are incredibly complex. 26 bones, 33 joints, and over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Most people over 60 have lost a lot of ankle mobility without noticing, which affects walking, balance, and even knee and hip alignment. Improved ankle mobility has been linked with fewer falls, faster, more confident walking, less knee discomfort over time. After ankles, move to hip circles. Lie on your back. Bend one knee and gently hug it toward your chest. Make slow circles with that knee, moving your hip joint in all directions. 5 circles clockwise. 5 circles counterclockwise. Switch legs. This lubricates the hip joint in ways normal walking can't, because walking mostly moves your hips forward and back. Circles move the hip through multiple planes, including rotation. Benefits of nightly hip circles. Easier getting in and out of cars. Less stiffness tying shoes or bending to the floor. More comfortable, fluid movement throughout daily activities. Do these ankle and hip circles right before bed so your joints stay more mobile through the night instead of stiffening from hours of stillness. Number 1, the wall legs elevation. This is the movement that seems almost too simple to be so powerful. You lie on your back near a wall. Slide your legs up the wall so they're elevated above your heart. Relax there for 3 to 5 minutes. That's it. But during those minutes, a lot happens. Benefits. Lymphatic drainage. All day long, fluid tends to pool in your legs. Elevating them helps that lymph fluid move back toward your core, where it can be filtered and cleared. This reduces swelling and inflammatory waste products around your joints. Spinal decompression. With your legs elevated and your back supported, there is a gentle traction effect on the spine. Small spaces between vertebrae reopen slightly, allowing fluid to re-enter and rehydrate the discs. Better sleep. By easing leg heaviness and swelling, This position can reduce nighttime restlessness and even cut down on some midnight trips to the bathroom, improving overall sleep quality. How to set it up. Position your hips about 6 inches away from the wall, not pressed tightly against it. Let your legs rest on the wall. A slight bend in the knees is fine. If comfortable, place a folded blanket or pillow under your hips to create a gentle tilt. Breathe slowly and deeply, maybe counting your breaths to around 100. If you have serious circulation or heart issues, check with your doctor first. For most older adults, though, this position is safe and very therapeutic. Start with 2 minutes and build up slowly. Closing these 5 movements, done in this order, take only about 12 to 15 minutes before bed. Japanese elders who keep remarkable flexibility into their 90s don't think of this as working out. They think of it as nightly body maintenance, as essential as brushing their teeth. They've shown that aging doesn't have to mean stiffness and pain. Your joints can stay fluid and flexible if you give them what they need consistently. The science is clear, the time investment is small, and you don't need special equipment or a gym. Start tonight. In 3 months, you'll move differently. In 6 months, you'll feel like you've turned back the clock. In a year, you might be the one surprising people with your flexibility. The only requirement is showing up to your bedroom floor every single night and giving your body these 12 minutes of attention it truly needs. Now we want to hear from you. What's one daily movement that has become harder for you over the years? Is it getting up from the floor, reaching behind your back, or simply looking over your shoulder while driving? Which of these movements are you most excited to try tonight? Share your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.